Okay, today's lesson is 2.2, and it's solving two-step equations. Okay, a couple vocabulary things to know is term. Expressions are made up of terms separated by plus and minus signs. So here in this example, here's a plus sign. And so this is a term and this is a term. 6x is a term and 12. The 12 is a positive term and the 6 is also a positive term. So the terms can be positive or negative. 18 is not a term because it's not separated by a plus or minus sign. Okay. The next one, 9 minus 3x. Here's the minus sign, so a 9 is a term and a 3x is a term. The 3x is a negative term and the 9 is a positive term. For inverse operations are the operations that reverse or undoes another operation. So in other words, this is how you solve. You use inverse operations. So the inverse operation of addition, the inverse is subtraction. The inverse operation of subtraction is then addition. The inverse operation of division is multiplication. And the inverse operation of multiplication is then division. And just to push some of you guys, the inverse operation of a square root is squaring a function. Let's do some examples. So number 1, this says 2 times a number minus 4 is 8. 2 times a number minus 4 is 8. Okay? And then you need to guess what the solution is. I think the solution is, and taking a look at this, I'm just going to say that I think the solution is positive. I don't actually know what the number is, but at least I think that it's going to be positive because I know that this needs to be a positive number to then subtract from it to get a positive number. So I'm going to go with that. So let's go ahead and actually solve for x. I'm going to use these steps to solve for x. So step 1 is to draw a wall. Okay. Step 2 is to do the inverse operations of addition and subtraction to both sides. So I'm actually going to look at the x, and my goal is to get this equation to say x equals something. That's how I know that I've solved it. So I'm looking on this side, and I know that I need to move that 4. So this is subtraction, so I'm going to do the inverse, which is add 4. Okay. Now it says cancel and simplify. I haven't done anything with the 2x, so I'm just going to rewrite it. 4 minus 4 is 0, equal sign. 8 plus 4 is 12. Step 4 says to do the inverse operation of multiplication and division. So looking here, again, my goal is still to isolate x. So this says 2 times x. Inverse of multiplication, division. So I'm going to divide 2 to both sides. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 12 divided by 2 is 6. X equals 6. Now it says check your answer. To check, you're going to substitute 6 back in for x. So 2 times 6 minus 4 should equal 8. This is 12 minus 4. 12 minus 4 is 8. So we're good. Okay? Number 2. Let's go ahead and do 2, 3, and 4. Step 1, draw your wall. Step 2, do the inverse operations of addition and subtraction. Again, my goal is to isolate x, so I need to do the inverse of subtraction, which is addition. Rewrite. 11 plus 4 is 15. Next, I'll do the inverse operation of multiplication division. This is 5 times x, so I'll divide. 5 divided by 5 is 1. X equals 15 divided by 5 is 3. Quickly check my answer. Substitute 3 back in for x. 15 minus 4 is 11. 15 minus 4 is 11. Number 3, draw the wall. Isolate x by first doing addition, subtraction, inverse. Rewrite the 10x. 5 minus 5 is 0. 105 minus 5 is 100. Inverse operation of addition or multiplication division. Divide by 10. 100 divided by 10 is 10. Quickly check by substituting. And there we go. Number 4, first draw your wall. Then I need to isolate x by doing inverse operation of addition, subtraction. So plus 6 to both sides. Rewrite the negative 4x because I haven't done anything with it yet. 12 plus 6 is 18. Now, inverse operation of multiplication division. This is 4 times x. So I'm going to divide by a negative 4 on both sides. I want to move that negative as well. Move negative also. Negative 4 divided by negative 4 is a positive 1. 18 divided by negative 4, well, this is a positive divided by negative, which is negative. Then 18 divided by 4, that's going to be a decimal, so I'm actually going to divide the numerator by 2 and the denominator by 2. 18 divided by 2 is 9. 4 divided by 2 is 2. To check the answer, negative 4 times negative 9 over 2 minus 6. I'll put negative 4 over 1, so I multiply straight across. Negative times negative is a positive. 4 times 9, 36. 1 times 2 is 2. 36 divided by 2 is 18. 18 minus 6 is 12. Okay. 3 more. This one's a little bit different. So for this one, if you notice that the x is now the second term, and that's okay. Still going to draw my wall, except now I'm going to put a positive sign in front of the 16 because it's positive. We need to do addition and subtraction first, but I'm going to make sure that I leave the x exactly where it is. In order to do so, I need to subtract the 16 from both sides. 16 minus 16 is 0. Rewrite the negative 3x. Then 7 minus 16. So if I have a positive and a negative, then that means I'm going to subtract the two numbers and keep the sign with the bigger number. Now, inverse operation of multiplication division. 3 times x, so divide by negative 3. X equals negative divided by a negative is a positive. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Check your answer. Last two. Number 6, draw my wall. Again, this is a positive 10. I need to leave the x alone. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to move the 10 first. I'm going to always move the constant first. Rewrite the negative 9x. 1 minus 10. Again, the signs are different, so I subtract the two numbers. Keep the sign with the bigger number. This is negative 9 times x, so divide by negative 9. And x equals negative 9 divided by negative 9, 1. You should check your answer. Last one, number 7. Draw your wall. This is a positive 12. I need to isolate x, so I'm going to do addition subtraction first. Rewrite 3x. 18 minus 12, 8 minus 2 is 6, 1 minus 1 is 0. Inverse operation of multiplication division, 3 times x, so we divide by 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Check your answer. 12 plus 6 equals 18. Absolutely. Rewatch any question that you didn't understand.